What's good, y'all? So Alex here, and I'm back with another video. And as y'all can see, we are switching it up for this video. So I've been watching this show called CNBC Millennial Money, where they pretty much go through, different millennials, and they're showing you kind of how they're living their lifestyle based off of the income and their salary that they're making, right? So what I want to do is kind of go through some of these and audit some of these people and try to make it make sense, because I really believe that going through some of these will be great ways to kind of show a lot of the principles that we preach on the podcast and on the channel, that I talk about on the channel, because we talk a lot about the theory, but I feel like sometimes people don't get the application aspect of it. So I really want to pretty much show y'all live why I say the things I say on this channel, or we say on the podcast, because these things are really important. And so today we're going to be going through some dude living on $280,000 in Detroit. We're going to try to make it make sense. I don't know anything about it. I haven't watched the video yet. So we'll see if he's, making smart financial decisions, or if he's a financial fool like many people are. So that being said, let's get into today's video and make it make sense.
I guess I got my swagger back.
Without further ado, let's roast somebody.
But I've really always functioned under the mentality of you need to enjoy your life while you have it, and I knew I never really wanted to die with a bunch of money in the bank. My name is Alex Pardo. I'm 25 years old. I live in Royal Oak, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, and I make $280,000 a year.
Okay, so real quick, this dude's name is Alex. So hopefully he can give a good name to the Alexes of the world, and to me specifically. So, I'm already noticing, the dude is real flashy. I can see an i8 and I see a G63 in the background already. So I'm not liking where this is going. 25 years old, making $280,000 a year. And I'm already seeing, $2,000 a month cars in the background. So we're going to get into it. He had a freaking arcade game in his apartment. So that just tells me this dude is just spending money any kind of way. So I don't know. It's not looking too good for the Alexes.
I am a hairstylist. I own a salon. I do private education, and I have a hair product line. I got into hair because I really loved the instant transformation that you could give people and the confidence boost that you could give people. So how my $280,000 gets broken down. About 190 of that comes from doing hair behind the chair with my personal clients, 50,000 in tips, 30,000 with the 2 kinds of education that I do, and then 10 from the product line. Okay,
so right off the bat, we could see this dude is, oh man. So he's earning a majority of his money by trading in his time for money, right? That's what we see right off the bat. So what does that tell me? I mean, instantly $190,000 and then another $50,000. So $240,000 of his income is coming from literally him having to trade in his time for that money. So what does that tell me? If as the moment he stops working, oh my God, he is going to be SOL, because if his lifestyle is predicated off of this 280,000, and the moment he stops working, or the moment he can't work, ooh, it's not gonna be a good look for him. It's not gonna be a good look. But the good thing is he is at least diversified, right? He has earned income and he has more passive income with education. I'm not sure if that's a course or whatever, but he does sell products, $10,000 a year in products. Not bad. That's maybe about $800 a month in products. So not bad, not bad.
The first year that I made $100,000 was in 2016, and it's pretty much almost doubled every year since then. I should, but I don't really have a system to keep track of my money or budget. I really just have that cushion of savings that I put away monthly.
Hold up. No, bro. This dude is spending $15,000 a month I gotta do some quick math. $179,000 a year for one person. Bruh, this is crazy. Okay, rent, 1970. He shares a 2-bedroom condo. Okay, so he has a roommates. Okay, 1970, I'm not mad at that. In Detroit, that's kind of, you know, I guess if you're in, I don't know much about Detroit, but I guess, you know, downtown Detroit in certain areas, rent is more expensive. 1970, I ain't mad. Insurance, $730. I'm sure that's because you spending $4,000 a month in your cars, which is insane. $4,000 a month on vehicles. $2,500 a month on food. Look, the problem with this is that this is a classic case of lifestyle or income creep, right? He said in the beginning, he said he's pretty much doubled his income every single year, which is dope. Shout out to you for that. But you can't tell me that you can justify spending $15,000 a month on necessities. You only saving $1,800. You making $280,000 a year. Maybe that's pre-tax, but let's just say for the sake of argument, this is post-tax. $280,000, and you're spending you're only saving $1,800. This is insane. Okay. Let's continue.
So lucky me, I live in Detroit where housing isn't wildly expensive. So this is my room, and then I have a bathroom in here, and then this is my Birkin closet. My rent with utilities is $2,500 a month. And out of that $2,500, I pay personally about $1,900 of that rent because I split rent with my boyfriend. I know it sounds expensive, but it's a bang for your buck here. I have my tray set up. I have my Cardi B prayer candle. You never know when you're gonna need to pray to the Cardi B gods. And I have my energy drink, so we're ready to go. Being a salon owner has kind of changed my life in a sense that I don't really work a 9 to 5 anymore. I feel like I work a 24/7. Let's do Shades Cream 7G and 6NA. I am on the floor 3 to 4 days a week taking clients as well. I personally can take up to 22 guests in one day, and that's usually a Saturday, it's our longer day. And a hair extension installation takes about 45 minutes, and color can take between 15 and 45. So that's how we can fit that many people in one day. I don't blow dry, I don't cut. That's all the assistants or another stylist will do the haircut for me. And this is my hair now. You guys are jealous.
Okay. At least I will give him credit for the fact that he does outsource. He does have, you know, staff that he doesn't have to do everything, right? The problem is, like I said before, he's earning a majority of his income by doing hair. The moment he stops, he will be in line for unemployment. Honestly, this video was uploaded May 24th, 2019, which was obviously a year before COVID. So I would very much like to see how he is doing right now as of 2021 and how COVID really affected him, because it's not looking good. I mean, 25 years old at this time, making this much money, spending all this money, that is just ridiculous, man. There's no excuse. There's no reason to justify spending that much money. Yeah, you earn it, you can do what you want, but that is just idiotic. Very idiotic. Very stupid. Very stupid. You might be good at what you do, but you're not good with money, bro.
So going to work every morning, I get to choose what car I get to drive. I have 2 cars. I have a limited edition 2018 Mercedes-Benz G550. That is $2,200 a month.
Wait. You're spending $2,200 a month on a lease. On a lease. Now, the only way I can justify a lease like this is if he's using it for business, so he's getting tax write-offs, right? You can write off 100% lease payments on your business. So I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But $2,200 a month for a lease is ridiculous. That is just insane.
And I have a 2015 BMW i8, and that is $1,300 a month.
Okay, so the i8 is $1,300. It's a 2015, first of all. This was in 2019. Let's say, 4 years old. But you spending $1,300 a month on a car that's 4 years old. It probably had miles on it already when you bought it. Bruh, that car depreciated instantly the moment you bought it. Cause, that car is so, niche that like the resale value is going to be very low. That was a waste of money. That was a very stupid decision, very stupid purchase. But I would have to say that's even stupider than the lease. The lease is better because at least you get the tax write-off. But this,
I spend between $300 and $3,000 on clothing and accessories. Come into my closet with me. But this is like the Louboutin like shelf. Here, these are Chanel, I have Gucci, I have like a bunch of stuff. And then this is all my designer stuff over here. This is $1,250. These are $900. I think together they're $3,000. I shop on consignment a lot and I buy a lot on consignment. So I'm saving myself like 50% usually.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
okay. You're spending $3,000 on clothes. Like, look at the fit you're wearing, number one, right now. That fit is, I mean, besides the fact that it's an awful fit, literally the only thing that you bought was the name. You're buying a $900 or $1,200 hoodie because it has the Gucci name on it. People need to understand the concept of designer versus luxury, right? Designer stuff, people buy things just for the name, right? As opposed to luxury, where it's like you might not have never heard of the brand, but it's a high quality product. So you're actually paying for quality. To each their own. If that's what you really like. You know, you look at someone like Mark Zuckerberg and the stuff that he wears and the clothes that he wears, he could be wearing a $500 shirt and you might never even know that it's a $500 shirt because it's just a plain shirt. That's luxury. As opposed to designers, like, you're wearing this brand, like you are a walking billboard for this brand, right? Everybody got to know that you have designer. As opposed to luxury, it's like, you know, like the saying goes, what's understood don't need to be explained. Do you know how much money this dude could be putting in savings to invest as opposed to putting into clothes? That's just stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
That stove has never been turned on. $0 on groceries. I do delivery services for almost everything. We calculated last month that I spent about $2,500 on food delivery services.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
$2,500 on food delivery. Bro, I spend $200 a month on eating completely. Maybe $300 if you want to, you know, if I want to get a little fancy some days, but $2,500, you cannot justify $2,500 a month. You can't. You cannot.
I'm so close to being platinum rewards on Uber Eats. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so excited.
Congrats.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I have in my wallet. I don't know, probably like $800-ish. I have about $77,000 in my checking account right now. I keep a lot in my checking just because I like seeing the number that's in there.
You have $77,000 in a checking account? Look, not even a savings account. At least have it in a savings account, bro. At least take the 0.01% interest at the bank. This dude has 70s. Dude, I said, how many times can I say this, right? Savers are losers. You cannot be keeping your money, that much money in a bank. At least put that in a CD. Put that money in a mutual fund. Put that money somewhere. 77,000. You're losing money every single year. If inflation is 2%, you're literally losing 2% of your purchasing power every year by keeping your money in the bank. That is very, very stupid. Very stupid.
So it's probably better for me to put it more into my like Roth IRA and my brokerage.
You think?
I don't want to retire at 65, which is why I don't have a 401k. I plan on retiring much earlier. I really want to make $1 million a year, and I know that I can do it. So how I plan on retiring early is stashing all of that money away in my Roth IRA and my brokerage and my life insurance plan. With all that combined, it's about $3,000 a month, which is pretty aggressive. So I did that so that I could retire and still make about $250,000 a year. And when I retire at about 50.
He's not retiring at 50. Spending that much, you're not retiring at 50. Because the problem is, the more money you make, the more your lifestyle is going to increase. I can see it. This dude is spending money ridiculously. You're not retiring at 50. You're never going to be able to retire, because by the time you're 50, your lifestyle will have grown to whatever income you're making. He's broke. I mean, yes, he's saving money, but this is a classic case of a under accumulator of wealth, right? If you read the book The Millionaire Next Door, they talk about PAWs and UAWs, right? A PAW is a prodigious accumulator of wealth. A UAW is an under accumulator of wealth. A prodigious accumulator of wealth is someone who has a higher net worth than they should for someone that's that age and makes that income. An under accumulator of wealth is someone that has a significantly lower net worth for someone that makes that income and is that age. For example, a doctor that makes $400,000 a year and is 35 years old should have, a relatively high net worth, right? But a lot of times they don't, because they spend so much of their money. You sometimes might see a plumber who makes $70,000 a year that's 40 years old and has a higher net worth than that same doctor, because they invest a lot of that money and they keep that money and they spend that money wisely, right? Making this much money, if you made that much money in 1 year, you should be able to retire in 5 years. He's talking about retiring at 50. You should be able to retire really quickly making this amount of money if you were not spending $4,100 on cars that are depreciating and $2,500 on food delivery and $3,000 a month on clothing. That is stupid. You can't even justify the clothing because it's not something that you need for your business or your lifestyle. I can see if you're a rapper or someone that has a public image and you have to portray this certain image because it's part of how you make money. Fine, spend the $3,000 a month in clothing. Dude, you're a hairstylist. They don't care what you're wearing. This is ridiculous.
I think the biggest misconception about living in Metro Detroit is that people here, because the city was bankrupt years ago, that people here can't be successful and people here can't run businesses and people here don't have money. But Oakland County is actually one of the richest counties in the United States, so we're doing just fine. I feel like making that first $100,000 didn't feel any different. I think it was one of those aha moments as a hairdresser, I can make a lot of money and I can support myself and I'm not the national average. So in 2016, when I made that $100,000, was when I decided that we really wanted to open a salon, me and my business partners. And so we want to do this for other people, because if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, I had high hopes for Alex, but he let me down. He let a lot of Alexes down today. I want y'all to know look at this and understand, even if you're not making this amount of money, a lot of people are doing this same thing, making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. They're doing the same thing. Don't get caught up in this trap of trying to keep up with the Joneses or trying to live a certain lifestyle. This is just, the dude is a smart dude, so shout out to him for that, for, starting a business, starting a successful business. I commend him for that. That is dope. And to even get to this point, doing what he's doing, your spending habits are awful. Just awful, completely awful. The biggest takeaway from this is that as your income increases, make sure you keep your lifestyle expenses low as well too. That is the quickest way to be working until you die, is to continue to increase your expenses. This dude is not going to retire when he's 50 unless he makes a drastic change with his spending. Anyways, I need to go have a drink or something so I could ease my mind, because that was just insane. That's the lesson. Hope y'all gained something of value from it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm so that they know that this is good content that needs to get pushed out there. But other than that, I will see y'all in the next video.